our guy Prime in Colorado is getting a lot of crap for doing just that. As somebody in the chat, I had the count up to 48 players having now left or basically been asked to leave Colorado. Somebody in the chat said 51 earlier, and I'll allow it because we could have missed. And I don't know, there's a great difference between 58 and 41. Deion Sanders right now, Aaron, is attempting a roster overhaul, the likes of which we have never seen before. And he's doing it in a very pragmatic way. He's doing it in a very NFL way, quite honest, right? I mean, he told us.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all actual Deion quotes. He says after spring game, you all know that we're going to move on from some of the team members and we're going to reload, get some kids we really identify with. Okay. He later said, we've got to make some decisions. That's going to be on me now. That was on them. Now it's on me. When he first got the job, he said, I'm bringing my luggage with me and it's Louis. I want y'all to get ready to go ahead and jump in that portal. The more you jump in, the more room you make. Okay. So like he's been telling us throughout that he's going to do it. And yet, classic humans, you can tell somebody what you're going to do, but sometimes the actual doing of it feels bad. And so now all these players are like, Deion never even talked to me when he was here, and Deion cut me and made me leave. And now like everybody's feeling so bad and everybody's so mad at Prime when I'm sitting here like, guys, he fucking told us he was going to do it.
Well, and listen, you can't boo-hoo when you get the power to pick up and leave. And these coaches now say they can form their team how they want to form them too. You know, you can't blatantly tell a kid like, hey, we're going to pull your scholarship unless they break rules, I believe. But like you can sort of hint to them like, hey, man, like maybe you should look at that portal. Maybe you should look at a new spot. We're not sure if you really fit our new culture or our new system, whatever it may be. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like Prime was brought to Colorado for one thing. They suck. Make us better. We had a really bad year, make us a more competitive football team. So yeah, of course you're going to show up to a 1-11 football team. You're going to look around and say, okay, you and I talked about it when we saw that first team meeting. We're looking at a team meeting saying, my God, where are the athletes? Where's the size? Where's the strength? Like this looks like a high school football team, not a football team that's going to actually be competing in a pretty good conference this year. The Pac-12 ain't no joke this year. It's going out with a damn bang. So he knows that. He wants to make a good first impression. He wants to continue the momentum that he has been driving with selling out a spring game, with selling out season tickets. Like, that's all great, but if you don't win, that all goes to crap. And if I have crap players, that makes my job more difficult. So God bless the brand new transfer portal because, yes, it's great for players, but it is great for coaches. And he's trying to rebuild the roster the way he wants it to be built. So I am perfectly fine with him doing that. We know there's going to be some casualties along the way. And I think he had some great quotes today too on the Pat McAfee show where he's like, listen, everyone's stressing out that, you know, this guy's leaving, that guy's leaving, and we got X amount of players in the portal. Well, guess what? We got a bunch of players right now at the airport that you're going to be like, oh, damn, look who we got right now. I ain't worried about Deion bringing talent in. Deion will bring top talent to Boulder, Colorado. He's already done it. He will continue to bring in top recruits. He will continue to bring top guys in the transfer portal. He is creating he is the perfect coach. He's the perfect CEO coach that I trust his moves, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds.
The perfect coach. There's your poll quote, Brum. That's excellent. Put it on the thumb. That's
going on social media.
So chat seems to be freaking out just from a pure numbers situation, right? How many transfers does he have coming in? How in the hell is he going to fill out the roster? He's already got 29 coming in, but as you can see, 29, 51, massive difference there, right? But we have to remember, it's not just the transfer portal, but it's the fact that the NCAA got rid of the 25 signing class limit, meaning he can sign as many guys as he can convince to join him at Colorado. And I want to go back to the quotes from the Pat McAfee show. It comes from Brian Howell's Twitter is where we saw it because the exact quotes are pretty excellent. One of them, quote, we already know what we got coming in. Y'all just don't know what we got coming in. Mm-hmm. They probably at the airport right now. When we release the list of guys we already got coming in, then everybody's going to say, okay, I see now what he's doing. And then when he asked when the list was coming, he said soon, very soon, but maybe my favorite one, because this sums it all up. And it's true. It's true. There's no way that I can put new furniture in this beautiful home if we don't clean out the old furniture. I mean, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy a house and you want a new couch, what do you got to do with the old one? You got to sell that thing. You got to get it out of there. Yeah. And again, just like, this is the thing. Everybody's acting so surprised. Here's a quote from one of the players that really reinforces just how painfully honest Deion has been in all this. Quote, I'm not sure he knew, talking about Deion here in the he, I'm not sure he knew the names of half the kids he got rid of. He was just worried about who he brought in. If you were on the 1-11 team, it seemed like he really didn't care about us at all. He already said he was going to get rid of 25 to 30 of us, and that's exactly what he did. I know. I mean, I know I'm being a jerk by laughing.
Like, do you not love the honesty though? Like, if I'm a player, like, hell yeah, tell me that. Like, the last thing I want to do is be a player that was part of the 1-11 team, stick around because I'm excited that Deion's my coach, and not know that I'm not going to get any playing time, because in the back of Deion's head, he's like, that kid sucks, and I don't want him here, but I don't have the balls to tell him. So it's just going to be an awkward marriage for everyone. We got that old couch, we got that old couch just sitting in the corner because no one wants to get rid of it, while everyone else is hanging out on the brand new couch. Like, no, tell me to my face that you don't think I'm good enough or don't fit whatever you're trying to build, and let me go use my one-time transfer and get the hell out of here. Let's clean cut, rip the Band-Aid off. It's good for them. It's good for him. And I don't think he's doing anything wrong right now. And I do want to go in the chat. Someone's like, oh, I'm sick of Deion. Listen, be sick of, he's doing what he needs to do. I'll bring up Lane Kiffin here. What makes Lane Kiffin as successful as Lane's been? And he's had his ups, his downs, but Lane's always relevant, and he's always relevant, especially with this high school group of kids, this new generation of kids, because Lane is always trolling on Twitter. Lane's always on social media. He's posting pictures and, making fun of Florida having a 7-7 game on their spring game the other day that went viral. Like, people love that stuff.
Oh, I missed
kids.
that. I got to check that out.
It is hilarious. He literally posted a picture of a 7-7 game and had the fire emojis by it. I mean, it was phenomenal. But like, Lane knows how to play the game with these, what are they, Gen Zs, whatever the hell they are. Deion knows how to play the game.
Shut up. You're not that old. You can't drop out. What are these Gen Zs? Whatever the hell these kids nowadays are.
Gen Zs. You want to walk away or use a phone at age 5. No,
I'll say this about Lane. I see
you can't say, T-Bob, that we're not that old. And then 2 weeks ago, you were saying how I'm middle-aged. So you got to pick one or the other here.
Yeah, I guess I did yell about social media and cell phones yesterday being the reason for field storming. So, maybe we are that old. I don't know. One thing I do appreciate about Lane's troll job while we're here, I see it now. Yeah, you're right. It's a picture that he clearly took on his own television as he's watching the game, 7-7 in the fourth. He puts the 2 fire emojis. Phenomenal. But this one thing Lane always does. He doesn't subtweet. He tags. He added the official Florida Gators account. That's what I like, really? Right? No, yes, he did 2 fire emojis at Florida Gators. So backing up, making sure that old Billy Napier and company has to see him clowning them. Rodney P says, but what if the kids can't get a scholarship on another roster? How does that work as far as them getting their degree? Is that still covered?
I think if they hit the portal, the thing is, once you hit the portal, it has to still be agreed upon. You as a coach can pull that player scholarship. Yeah. As soon as they hit the portal.
No. So look,
I guarantee you, as soon as those kids are gone, Deion said scholarship's gone. So yeah, they're shit out of luck.
I can empathize because many of these guys probably won't find scholarships again. And so I can definitely empathize. Right.
But he's not taking their scholarships away, though, T-Bob.
Well, but no, he's telling him to hit the portal. I mean, no, he is. He is cutting him. I mean, he is straight up cutting him.
You can say no, though.
Can you?
A coach cannot take your scholarship away from you.
Huh.
It's a 4-year contract. Unless there is something that, like, you messed up off the field somehow and there's reason for you being cut. But if a kid's not, if he's doing everything right, you can't just take a scholarship away. You signed essentially a contract with that university for 4 years.
So this is what Travis Gray told him that Prime told him. This is Travis Gray's voice. He says, he told me You're 6'8", 320 pounds. I know my heart of hearts, a school's going to pick you up in the portal when you enter. Make your weaknesses your strength and keep progressing. I hope you have a great future. It just won't be here at the University of Colorado. So I guess, I guess to your point, that's basically, he's not saying you're cut, but I guess he does hold the threat of like, if you remain here, I can make your life a living hell. Like you'll never play. And so you're kind of forced ipso facto to do it anyway. And I'm not exactly, I need to actually brush up on my scholarship law. I can't remember if it is a 4-year deal or if it is renewed year by year.
Here we go. The NCAA has allowed colleges to provide multi-year scholarships since 2012. Additionally, in 2015, NCAA D1 colleges from the Power 5 conferences agreed to implement a rule that prevented multi-year D1 scholarships from being canceled or not renewed for any athletic reason.
Okay. So they are. So
I think we're getting caught up in semantics here.
No, we are.
He's clearly forcing these players out.
Yes, but the only reason I want to bring this up is because somebody talked about getting education, right? And there is a real human empathy element to this where like you don't want to be taking education away from a kid that had once earned a scholarship. But I guess the push come to shove point is if the kid really wanted to keep his scholarship, he in theory could. Now, is it a bad idea when your coach tells you, I don't want you here, you're not going to play? Yeah, it's probably a bad idea. But if there was no other way to do school and that kid didn't think he'd get a scholarship elsewhere, then I guess he actually could maybe choose to stick around and retain.